Good morning, everyone. I am making this video today to call the attention of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the attention of the Governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Oborowere. This INEC ward delineation issue that is currently on ground is going to cause another round of worry crisis. Now, history is repeating itself. The jaws of Obijo, Ibema, Baramatu, Isaba are known for one thing: manipulation and deception. The 1997 Warri crisis was caused by this same issue, this same manipulation. But that one, it's on the foundation of local government headquarters. When the local government headquarters was gazetted, it was gazetted from the federal government as Ogidigbe. When it got to the Delta State area, when the then military head wanted to announce it, he announced Obijo. After the Itsekiri saw that this thing was gazetted as Ogidigbe, why is the military governor of Delta State now saying it is Obijo? They revolted, and same individual came back to say it was a mistake. This was Ogidigbe, and they just started the crisis. They killed a lot of Itsekiris. In fact, you could hear from Masari Dokubo when he said he came to Warri to fight in that crisis. He brought his guns to Warri to fight for that crisis. Now, this deception is what INEC has done again. Now, the judge now saying what the military governor announced was the original and not what was gazetted in Abuja. Till tomorrow, the local government headquarters as gazetted in Abuja is still Ogidigbe. But for peace sake, under the administration of Chief James Ibori and the former president, President Olusegun Obasanjo, a Yoruba man, political solution was to leave it in Obijo for peace to reign, to appease the Ijos who are customary tenants in Warri. And this was what they've been using to manipulate. The Itsekiri people in Southwest are facing a whole lot of challenges, and this is one of them. When they register to vote, the Ijos in Obijo, where the headquarters is now for political solution, most time they hide the voters card. A lot of Itsekiris don't even see their voters card in Southwest. Though the 2006 census made it clear that even when we just came out of the crisis, the Ijos are still minorities in Warri. So what am I trying to say? I'm saying that this same pattern is what a federal government agency known as INEC has started again by bringing out this fraudulent proposal. What this proposal will do and cause in this Warri federal constituency, the INEC chairman, Mamadu, should be held accountable. Even if he has left office, he will be arrested because he is the one that has instigated crisis. Because the judge now will tell you that the proposal was in their favor, even though it was rigged with fraud, bringing in communities from Ondo State. You can see Micheal Johnny has accepted that they brought in communities from Ondo State, Edo State, Burutu, Ugele, Udu, who were into Warri federal constituency to be fourth ward for the judges, to make the judges act as though they have the numbers, but they don't. This thing that INEC has done will be the cause of another round of crisis. Because when INEC decide to eventually do what is right, because I have never seen anywhere where you have 6 word, another have 4. The one that has 4 will now use an illegal means of INEC, which is not a national population census, to determine population and become a majority in a place they are minority. So the INEC chairman should be held accountable for this issue that is going on. And you can see that Micheal Johnny in his first video, he said that the Jaws will block the river. Strategy number 1, that was what they did in 1997. They started attacking innocent Itsekiris. But now they have a stage to tell you that this INEC is in a federal institution, and they have come out with a report. I thank God that the Itsekiris have uncovered the fraud in this ward delineation. If INEC still go ahead to perpetrate this evil, anything that happen in Warri Federal constituency, INEC will be held accountable. Now, that's for that. I will be looking at some of the points Micheal Johnny raised in the video he did yesterday, and I will list them one after the other. Okay. First, he claims that INEC has not delineated. INEC has delineated. INEC set his own guidelines. INEC broke the guidelines. Broke all the guidelines. These are not mere mistakes. Mistakes that are over 90% is not mere mistakes. It is deliberate error to give the Ijaw a reason to fight. And they have gotten the reason now. So, anything wey INEC see, may they take. The Ijaws are known to be violent. They are known to be pirates. They are known to be oil bunkers. Not the Itsekiris. They are known to be land grabbers. They've grabbed land in Akwa Ibom. They are grabbing in Ondo. They are grabbing in Edo. They are literally everywhere dragging land. Anywhere you see any oil facility, you see Ijaw fishing camp around there. When you go to the locals, they will tell you how they rented this place from us. So after like 10, 20 years, you see the Ijaws claiming that they are the owners. You understand? So INEC has delineated. And since INEC has delineated and did not follow his own guideline, that delineation should be discarded. Let them follow the guidelines. That's 1. 2, INEC does not have the right to do the job of the National Population Census, which is to determine population. The population that INEC would use is that on the voters register in those regions. That is what INEC would use. So INEC cannot just come from nowhere, create fictitious communities, create a fictitious population and use it. That's another one. Now, Micheal Johnny states that INEC carried all stakeholders in his video. INEC did not carry all stakeholders, and the INEC chairman have refused to see the Itsekiri people or to listen to their cry. One thing I will always say, when the problem starts for this Warri, even though the INEC chairman is in far away Niger State, Niger Republic, anywhere he is, he will pay for his crimes because he is the one that is instigating crisis in Warri. How can you compromise a federal agency in this fraudulent manner? It is sad. INEC did not carry the Itsekiri stakeholders along in the first, second, and third meetings, but they carries the Ijaw and the Urhobo along. Even when they took INEC to court, the judgment was fraudulent, but the Supreme Court is the Supreme Court. The same Micheal Johnny that is shouting INEC should obey the Supreme Court have refused to obey the same Supreme Court in this Warri. Now you are saying that the Shekiris are parading fraudulent judgment. Once the Supreme Court has given judgment, the Supreme Court is the Supreme Court. I understand that you are uneducated, but at least you should let your people teach you. Micheal Johnny, you should let your people teach you. The same Supreme Court that asked INEC to delineate and INEC has delineated is the same Supreme Court that has said that Okerinrigo is the original name. Is the same Supreme Court that has given Itsekiri right over all the lands in Warri Federal Constituency. Why can't you obey that same Supreme Court that you want INEC to obey, and you have compromised INEC? You cannot obey all other judgment, but you want INEC to obey your own, of which, yes, as a result of funding, like Umukoro said, Umukoro Onore said, na person dey bring out the money for this delineation. So INEC don collect money. According to a word, INEC don collect money, they don delineate. That's for that. Now you have accused the President of the Federal Republic of bias, that the Shekiris are his in-law. Now let me ask you, in your kingdom that was created in 2017, where you got your crown and the offer from Greece, from bunkering money, and you got a yacht attached to it, same from bunkering money. The president came, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came to see you in Bahamatu, and you gave him a chieftaincy title. And since then, the president has been supporting you. The amnesty office that was given to Dennis Otuaro was given by the president. In Delta here, you have the speaker. The Shekiri supported you to have the speaker. What did the Shekiri get? Backstabbing. So if we are to analyze this critically, you will see that the president is even doing the bidding of the Ijaws on this issue, because he has refused to order the NSA to do what is right. He has refused to order the INEC chairman to do what is right and restore peace in Warri. Now you are blackmailing the president. What has Senator Oluremu Tinubu being the first lady and related to Itsekiri, what has it got to do with what is on ground? Knowing fully well that you, the Ijaws of Bahamatu, have benefited more from this government than the whole of Itsekiri. So you are a backstabbers. You are betrayers to even the same presidency that benefited you. You are a beneficiary of this government. For you to call the president a biased leader means that you are ungrateful, you are wicked, and you are a demon. That's for that. Okay. Yeah, you said that Tatita has nothing to do with INEC word delineation. I know, I saw a video where some people claim that they were attacked in the Tatita base in Itsekiri land, in Itsekiri community, knowing fully well that it is alleged and they are liars. They went on to ask each other, the interviewer and the other, now who get this land? He said, Niger land now. This is how you have used Tatita to exercise land ownership in Warri. You were asked to guide pipeline. That was what they asked you to guide. But you ended up using it to build smaller thatch houses, fishing camp around all the Itsekiri dominated areas. This is fraud, and this is why Tatita is being dragged into all these issues. You cannot have your way. If Tatita don't want to be dragged, if Tatita want to maintain her integrity as just a company, if you want to guide pipeline in anyone's community, what will you do? You will seek audience with the community elders, community leaders. They will apportion land to you. They will sign documents with you that we are giving this land to just serve as basil, because you are doing your private business. You are not doing the business of the community. Guiding the pipeline is your private business. You understand? So you meet the community, you sign documents with them to stay there. And if it's 50 by 50 they give you, you don't have the right to extend it. But what do? You go to different community, you just start clearing. And when these people talk, you say they are oil bunkers in the whole of the Niger Delta, who is known as kidnappers, sea pirates, oil bunkers. It is the Jaws, not the Shekiris. So you cannot carry your name and give it to us. It will not work. So for now, this is episode 1. I'll come back to episode 2 so that it's not that lengthy for my viewers to see. Thank you and God bless you.